Welcome everybody to the Latin Nerds Network. My name is Jose and this is my review for F1, the newest summer blockbuster coming in a couple weeks, starring the one and only Brad Pitt. And this one here is, the title's F1. We know what this is. It's a movie about Formula One racing, right? Some of the ins and outs in the world of racing. We got Brad Pitt, who, it's been 30 years removed from Formula One racing, and the film, who's like a young potential star who got injured in a car accident, a little bit reckless, and has been out of the game for a long time now. Just kind of does, racing on his own, different circuits, doesn't matter. He's kind of a freelancer, if you will. And his old friend, old racing buddy, Javier Bardem, comes knocking on his door, if you will, giving him a chance to come back to Formula One racing. He really needs someone who can help him because Bardem owns the team, who's in last place, that can't win a race, and he's in danger of the team being sold, him losing everything if it can at least win just one race the entire season. So he figures Brad Pitt maybe to help him out because he was at a time before he got hurt and kind of his life went to shit. Help him, bring his team back to respectability and get that one win and save his team. And he partners up with the other racer on the team, of course, played by Damson Idris, who's really good in the film, who's just kind of a young potential superstar. But he's wet behind the ears, doesn't have the experience and maturity to really lead the team. So Brad Pitt comes in here to try to help him out, whatever the case is. And listen, this is going to follow a lot of the same tropes a lot of these movies do. Yeah, they're kind of competing with each other, but yet they're still teammates. Yeah, the young guy doesn't like the older guy coming in. Of course, the old guy thinks the young guy is not disciplined enough, etc., etc. Eventually, they like each other and know how to work together. Right? We know how this movie is going to go. It's not a surprise yet. And as far as story-wise, I would say it's a thin movie, but it's not a very deep movie. But what this is, though, is it's a very highly entertaining film. I really enjoyed the hell out of this movie. Directed by the guy who did Top Gun Maverick. He does another great job here, just really, instead of planes flying around, just the cars, right? Because the center stage is the racing here. And Brad Pitt is great, and I like his character a lot. I like Idra's character as well, and Javier Bardem is they're very likable characters, guys you can get behind and root for, particularly when they finally all kind of learn to work together. But yeah, it's the racing is the real star of this film, right? The way it's shot, the direction, the editing, the music, the sound design, all that technically great, particularly the big screen and the engines revving up and the cars passing by, all that very cool. And listen, and I'm not even a racing fan, to be honest with you. I'm familiar with the sport. I can't say I know all the minutiae, the nuance of the sport. I respect it a lot because I know how difficult it is, and the movie kind of gives you an idea how difficult it is and the kind of teamwork needed and what all the things behind what make a great racing team. But I think what this movie does is really kind of toes the right line of giving you enough for F1 fans to get excited about a lot of the lingo and some of the technical stuff behind racing, which we don't care about. They're really gonna care about that, but at the same time, entertain you with a lot of great car racing scenes in here and great character work, good humor, and a solid story all around. I really enjoy what they did here. It's a lot of fun. It's a classic summer blockbuster film, and it's surprising because even at 2 hours and 40 minutes, I mean, could this have been shorter? Of course, most movies that long, you can probably trim 10, 15, 20 minutes. But that said, at 240, it really, pun intended here, sped along, if you will, and that's because of the pacing. It's really well paced. I didn't expect as much emphasis on the car racing. I know there was going to be that, but there's a lot of race scenes in here throughout, and between all the scenes with dialogue and the story being pushed. And it's so well done. It's so engaging. I was locked in. I'm watching the races. I'm rooting for. Although you kind of know what's going to happen. Obviously, it's not breaking the mold and or some of the tropes that we're used to, but ultimately it's about the execution of it. That's all that matters here, and he executed it greatly. It's a lot of fun. It's a crowd pleaser. People were cheering, and I get it. It makes a lot of sense. You really get into it and really rooting for these guys, rooting for this team to hopefully try to get that one win. And it's really well done. But the pacing itself is just it's quick, man. A lot of great scenes. I mean, it keeps you engaged, and I was not bored in any second of this film. I mean, I'm not saying this movie is going to win the Oscars. I doubt it. Maybe more on the technical side, and deservedly so. But it's a pure entertainment spectacle blockbuster. This is the summertime. This is exactly the kind of movie you want to see during this time of year. So absolutely, it's a high recommend for you guys to go watch in the theater, Dolby or IMAX, biggest screen, best sound system yet, because the sound is awesome. Check it out for sure. I think you're not going to be disappointed. Like I said, you don't have to be a racing fan to enjoy this film. You just have to like entertaining movies. And that's exactly what this movie is, a big blockbuster entertaining film. So definitely go watch it when it comes out. And if you do, am I crazy? Does this movie suck? Do you agree? It's a great comment below. Let me know what you guys think about it. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed money to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.